God bless you, dear students. Hope everybody is fine. So today we are going to learn about an interesting story of your syllabus. That is chapter number 6, Madam Rides the Bus. And it is written by R.S. Krishna Swami. So let's also know something about the author. He was a writer, journalist and translator from Tamil Nadu. He adopted the pseudonym Vali Kannan while working for magazines like Navasthi and Hanuman. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award for Tamil in 1978 for his work on Tamil poetry. So now I am going to read the story's paragraph. There was a girl named Vali Amai who was called Vali for short. She was 8 years old and very curious about things. Her favorite pastime was standing in the front doorway of her house, watching what was happening in the street outside. It gave her many new unusual experiences. The most fascinating thing of all was the bus that travelled between her village and the nearest town. The sight of the bus, filled each time with a new set of passengers, was a source of unending joy for Vali. Day after day she watched the bus, and gradually a tiny wish crept into her head. She wanted to ride on that bus, even if just once. So here in this paragraph it is given about Vali that she is an 8 years old girl who lives near a bus stop in a village, and she loves standing in the doorway watching the routine of people at the bus stop, and it was her favorite pastime also. So watching the happenings in the street gave her many new unusual experiences, and the most fascinating thing of all was the bus that passed through the street each hour, and the bus traveled between her village and the nearest town. So the sight of the bus was a source of unending joy for Vali, and also it was a great joy for Vali to watch new sets of passengers every time as the bus passed through the street. So she developed a wish to have a ride on that bus, and her wish just became stronger. Okay, now next. Over many days and months, Vali listened carefully to conversations between her neighbors and people who regularly used the bus. She also asked a few discreet questions here and there. Discreet means quiet and sensible. This way, she picked up various small details about the bus journey. The town was 6 miles from her village. The fare was 30 paise one way. The trip of the town took 45 minutes. On reaching town, if she stayed in her seat and paid another 30 paise, she could return home on the same bus. This meant that she could take the 1 o'clock afternoon bus, reach the town at 1:45 and be back home by about 2:45. On and on went her thoughts as she calculated and recalculated, planned and replanned. Okay, so from so many days and months over, this little girl carefully listened to the conversations between her neighbors and people who traveled on the bus regularly. So she asked some questions just to learn about small details about the journey, and thus she came to know that the town was 6 miles away from her village, and it took 45 minutes to reach there. And she also got that the fare was 30 paise for one way. And so Vali planned her journey by keep staying in her seat and return to the village by paying on another 30 paise, and in such a way she planned her journey to the town and back. So it would be her first journey out of her village, and she planned she could take 1 o'clock afternoon bus and would reach the town at 1:45, and could be back home be about 2:45. So she calculated and replanned about her journey. Okay, now let's see the further paragraphs. One fine spring day, the afternoon bus was just on the point of leaving the village and turning into the main highway when a small voice was heard shouting, "Stop the bus, stop the bus." The bus slowed down to a crawl, and the conductor, sticking his head out of the door, said, "Hurry then, tell whoever it is to come quickly." "It's me," shouted Vali. "I have to go to town, and here is my money." She showed him some coins. The conductor stretched out a hand to help her up. "I can get on by myself," she said. The conductor was fond of joking. "Oh, please don't be angry with me, my fine madam," he said. "Here, have a seat right up there in front. Everybody make way for madam." The 6 or 7 passengers looked at Vali and started laughing with the conductor. Vali was overcome with shyness. Avoiding everyone's eyes, she walked quickly to an empty seat and sat down. So then one fine spring day, Vali boarded the bus, and when she shouted to stop the bus conductor stretched out his hand to help her up, but she could get on by herself like a mature person. And so this bus conductor was fond of joking, and so he called her madam. As she paid for her seat, the bus conductor asked her to sit down, and in the bus there were 6-7 passengers, and they laughed at Vali and make way for this little madam, and she just felt shy, and by avoiding everybody's face she just took her seat. Okay, now the next. It was a new bus, its outside painted a gleaming white with some green strips along the sides. Inside, the overhead bars shone like silver. Directly in front of Vali, above the windshield, there was a beautiful clock. The seats were soft and luxurious. Windshield means the clear screen, usually made of glass, attached to the front of a vehicle to protect the riders from wind. And luxurious means extremely comfortable and elegant. So when Vali started to look outside, she found her view cut off by a canvas blind that covered the lower part of her window. So she stood up on the seat and peered over the blind. Blind means here a screen for a window. The bus was now going along the bank of a canal. The road was very narrow. On one side there was the canal land, beyond it palm trees, grassland, distant mountains, and the blue sky. On the other side was a deep ditch, and then acres and acres of fields, green as far as the eye could see. Oh, it was all so wonderful. So, and then she looked around in the bus, which had a fine painting of green strips on the white, and had soft and comfortable seats. It had a beautiful clock above the windscreen. The overhead bar shone like silver. She found her view cut off by a curtain that covered the lower part of her window. So she stood on the seat to enjoy the outside scene, and the bus was going along the bank of a canal, and she saw palm trees, mountains, and the blue sky, and on the other side there were green fields and as far as she could see, and it was all wonderful for her. Okay, now her first journey was careful, painstaking. Painstaking means very careful. Elaborate plans she had to make for it. She had thriftily saved whatever stray coins came her way, resisting every temptation to buy peppermints, toys, balloons, and the like, and finally she had saved a total of 60 paisa. How difficult it had been, particularly that day at the village fair, except she had resolutely stifled a strong desire to ride the merry-go-round, even though she had the money. Okay, in this paragraph, the word thriftily means in a miserly way, and resolutely means with determination, and stifle means suppressed. Okay, now here, as it would be her first journey, she saved every paisa by resisting her desires to visit the village fair and have a ride in the merry-go-round and buy balloons, toys, peppermints, etc. like such things. Okay, now the next paragraph. Her next problem was how to get out of the house without her mother's knowledge. So she had slipped out when her mother went for her daily nap at 1 after lunch. Means here when her mother goes to sleep. And the bus rolled on, how cutting across a bare landscape, rushing through a tiny hamlet, or passed an odd wayside shop. Hamlet means village. Sometimes the bus seemed on the point of gobbling up another vehicle that was coming towards them, or a pedestrian crossing the road. Somehow it passed on smoothly, leaving all obstacles safely behind. Trees came running towards them, but then stopped as the bus reached them and simply stood there helpless for a moment by the side of the road before rushing away in the other direction. Okay, so in such a way she planned, and she knew that her mother slept daily afternoon, so she decided to use those hours for her journey. And the bus moved on across a bare landscape, and this little girl really enjoyed the scenes, and trees came running towards them. Sometimes the bus seemed to strike the oncoming vehicle, but both passed safely. Okay, now suddenly Valley clapped her hands with glee. A young cow, tail high in the air, was running very fast right in the middle of the road, right in front of the bus. The bus slowed to a crawl, and the driver sounded his horn loudly again and again, but the more he honked, the more frightened the animal became, and the faster it galloped, always right in front of the bus. Wali laughed and laughed until there were tears in her eyes. At last the cow moved off the road. From there the bus traversed a busy, well laid out shopping street, and turning entered a wider thoroughfare. Traversed means travelled through, and thoroughfare means the main road in a town. Such big, bright looking shops, what glittering displays of clothes and other merchandise, such big crowds. Merchandise means goods to be bought and sold. So suddenly Vali clapped her hands with a joy, and a cow was running in the middle of the road in front of the bus. Then the bus slowed down, and the driver sounded the horn again and again, but this cow became more frightened and continued running before the bus. Then Vali laughed and laughed until there were tears in her eyes, and then at last the cow moved off the road, and the bus passed through the main road in a town. the goods bought and sold. Okay, done. So this much story part is enough for you, and we will meet in the next video with the second part of the story along with the question answers. And as usual, now your homework is just memorize the taught part of the story and learn the word meanings. It's okay. So till then, be safe and again all the best.